Hello there, friends. Andrew with the Bangs here. I'd like to talk today about identity. I've been thinking about identity for the past few weeks, really the past few years, but particularly in the climate that we are currently experiencing. Some say that identity is very important, the most important thing, particularly a certain aspect of identity. Sexual identity, racial identity, religious identity, or class identity. These are things that some people really zero in on and are very passionate about being understood within the context of that identity. Others say we are made up of many identities and they all matter, but then they also sort of all don't matter. If they're all special, then none are special. And we shouldn't be overly concerned with one aspect. The idea of, this sort of colorblind, like, oh, we're all people, it doesn't matter. These are the attitudes I have been seeing, from one side to the other with many different, perspectives in between. But I've been trying to understand why identity matters. You can take those Ancestry.com or 23andMe tests to find out where you hail from. Now, of course, their validity has been called into question as to how accurate they are, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. Why do people pay money to find out where they come from? What land their people are descended from? Why does this matter? If you found out that you had an ancestor who was in the Holocaust, would that change how you see yourself? Or if you had an ancestor who was a slave, would that change how you see yourself? Would that change how you saw others? Nothing about you in this current situation in your life has altered other than that knowledge. Yet people want to know, people want to understand context from which they come. And I don't have an answer as to why, although I do think it is important. I think you can zero in too far on a particular aspect, but I also think it is unwise to dismiss identity too easily. I've been thinking about my own identity. I don't have any parents. I'm an orphan. Since I was 24 years old, my mother passed away and my father passed away when I was less than a year old. My grandmother passed away just a few months ago. So she was sort of the last of the matriarch of the family, and I don't have that anymore. That aspect of my identity has been lost. And now I feel like I'm floating around untethered. I've lost my grounding. I haven't changed my daily life, but in thinking about it, something has changed. So I am quite interested in understanding what exactly it is about identity that is so important and why people yearn to understand where they come from and who they are as a result. And I would love to hear if any of you have any thoughts or comments. I don't have answers. I just had some musings that I wanted to get out. Rather than going on Twitter and doing a thread, I thought it would be more free to come and chat to you in a video. So thank you for listening. Happy Canada Day to any Canadians out there. That's why I'm wearing the red. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for listening.